The short-distance LDR is finally over. BTS's V has officially departed from Incheon Airport to join his lover, Jungkook, in New Jersey alongside the rest of the BTS members. Looking stunning with a beaming smile, Taehyung could no longer hide his happiness to soon meet the one who holds his heart. On the other side of the continent, Jungkook, who had landed earlier, prepared a romantic and warm surprise in their hotel suite to welcome his beloved. From his favorite vanilla scent to comfortable loungewear, everything was perfectly arranged by Jungkook to pamper a exhausted Taehyung after a flight of over a dozen hours. The sweet reunion moment of this phenomenal couple successfully ignited the enthusiasm of fans all over the world. Days of pent-up longing are now ready to be paid off in full within a warm embrace in New Jersey. Here are the moments of Taehyung's romantic journey back into Jungkook's arms. Army, welcome back to VKook. Today we've got another exciting update you won't want to miss, so stay tuned until the end. Seoul. The atmosphere at Incheon International Airport that morning was out of the ordinary, filled with a ripple of enthusiasm from hundreds of fans and rows of media cameras ready to capture every second of movement. Amidst the non-stop flashing lights, BTS's V, or Kim Taehyung, walked down the departures terminal corridor with a firm step and a sweet smile spreading across his face. His step felt lighter than usual, radiating an unmistakable aura of happiness that sparkled clearly in his eyes as he walked alongside his Hyungs. The yearning that had built up over the past few days seemed ready to be fully paid off as the plane he was boarding took to the air, heading toward America. A brief separation due to differing individual work schedules had forced the two to suppress their feelings of longing across thousands of miles and an extreme time zone difference. Taehyung, who had to wrap up photo shoot schedules and brand commitments in Seoul, was forced to let Jeon Jungkook, the love of his life, depart first across the Pacific Ocean to prepare technical arrangements at the venue. Although they stayed in touch through video calls between busy moments, the empty feeling caused by the physical absence of the loved one could not be hidden. Now, with all his obligations in Korea completed, nothing could hold Taehyung back from immediately catching up with his soulmate. The BTS members accompanying him at the airport fully understood the situation and couldn't help but throw playful teases throughout their walk in the terminal. Jean, SUGA, J-Hope, and JIMIN were caught on camera several times chuckling while teasing Taehyung, who was seen checking his watch impatiently multiple times. The warm banter from the members made the blush on Taehyung's cheeks even more obvious, but he only responded with a soft laugh, making no attempt to deny how enthusiastic he was to reach his final flight destination. Meanwhile, thousands of kilometers away in New Jersey, Jungkook had landed a few days earlier and finished most of his personal business. Upon learning that his lover's flight schedule was confirmed, Jungkook cleared his evening agenda and fully prepared to welcome Taehyung's arrival. Staying in a hotel with a charming city view, Jungkook reportedly booked a private dinner and prepared a small surprise inside the room so his beloved could rest comfortably after a long and exhausting flight. The time zone difference between Korea and the East Coast of the United States did not dampen Jungkook's spirits. He deliberately adjusted his sleep pattern to stay awake when Taehyung's plane landed. According to close associates, Jungkook constantly monitored the flight status of the group's plane via a flight tracker application on his phone. The tense and serious expression he usually wore while working suddenly melted into a warm smile every time he imagined the moment his hotel room door would open and Taehyung would stand before him. Taehyung's departure from Incheon instantly became a global sensation on various social media platforms within minutes after his flight photos circulated. Hashtags celebrating Taehyung's trip to join Jungkook topped the worldwide trending topics, with millions of fans expressing their excitement and joy at the affectionate gestures of this couple. Public enthusiasm was unstoppable, sharing in the warmth of the sweet love narrative forged between these two top stars. During the dozen or so hours of flight through the clouds, Taehyung spent his time with a mix of exhaustion and impatience. Every time he closed his eyes, the image of Jungkook's bunny smile and the warm hug waiting for him at the end of the journey always succeeded in erasing the fatigue from the jet lag setting in. The presence of the BTS members by his side also provided extra comfort, making the long journey across the ocean feel much shorter than expected. Upon the plane's arrival at Newark Liberty International Airport, New Jersey, The greeting was conducted under strict privacy and security to protect the group. Private vehicles arranged by the management team immediately transported Taehyung and the members to their accommodation without passing through the bustling public area. All along the way to the hotel, Taehyung's gaze never left the car window, admiring the glittering city lights of New Jersey that seemed to welcome his arrival to meet his lover. The climax of that long wait finally occurred when the vehicle stopped at the driveway of the hotel where Jungkook was staying. Without wasting any time, Taehyung stepped toward the private suite where Jungkook was waiting behind the door with an equally fluttering heart. When the door finally opened, all the fatigue from the long flight vanished, replaced by the warmth of locked eyes and a tight embrace that immediately welcomed Taehyung as he stepped into the room. This sweet reunion in New Jersey marked the end of a brief long-distance period that had tested their patience amid packed professional schedules. In a private space far from camera lenses and media spotlights, the two could finally enjoy quality time together, exchanging stories about the days spent apart and releasing their deep longing. The warm embrace and affectionate gazes between them affirmed the strength of the bond of love they built amid the hustle and bustle of the global entertainment world. This story of traveling to join a lover was not only happy news for the two of them, but also added a sweet touch for the fans who continuously offer sincere support. The distance and time apart proved to serve only as a reminder of how precious and meaningful each other's presence was in the lives of Taehyung and Jungkook. Now, with their reunion in New Jersey, BTS's work agenda and shared moments in the United States are certain to feel far more memorable and vibrant. The atmosphere inside the luxury hotel suite in New Jersey that night was completely transformed into a warm and comforting private space. Before Taehyung set foot inside, Jungkook spent nearly an hour ensuring every detail of the room was perfect. He arranged the lighting to emit a soft, warm glow, eliminating harsh white light to create a relaxed atmosphere ready to greet his lover's tired body after a transcontinental journey. A sweet, gentle scent from aromatherapy candles featuring soft cotton and vanilla, Taehyung's favorite fragrances, filled every corner of the room, masking the typical hotel room smell and replacing it with a familiar freshness like home. Going further, smooth R&B and jazz music flowed softly from a wireless speaker, playing a curated playlist they often listened to together when wanting to unwind. Jungkook had also neatly laid out a pair of comfortable lounge clothes made of soft cotton on the bed, ready for Taehyung to wear right after refreshing himself. All those small details were prepared by Jungkook with meticulous care, a genuine gesture of affection, so Taehyung could feel instantly welcomed and pampered without having to think about anything else that night. What are your favorite moments from this heartwarming reunion? Whether it's Jungkook's thoughtful room preparation, the members' playful teasing at the airport, or the pure joy on Taehyung's face, we want to hear all about what made your heart melt the most. Drop your thoughts, favorite details, and sweet messages for the duo in the comments below. Do you think distance really makes the heart grow fonder, or were you just as impatient as Taehyung waiting for this moment to happen? Join the conversation and let us know how you felt watching this romantic chapter unfold. Your reactions and theories are always the best part of our community. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another update on your favorite stars. Share this video with your fellow fans to keep the love spreading, and let's turn the comment section into a giant celebration of their beautiful bond. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.